All right, welcome back to another Act for Dummies. Maybe that's what we'll call this. We're going to break down one of our videos, and maybe you guys can help us name this. It's not really Act for Dummies. It's not a video. Commentary.
Reaction.
CO's cut.
CO's cut.
I don't know. Yeah, leave us a comment and let us know what you think we should call this.
Yeah.
Today, we are going to be covering a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's always appropriate to watch cheesy rom-com Christmas movies any time of the year.
And it's especially appropriate for you guys to write a script that requires me and the actors to be out in 104-degree weather in full parkas.
Yeah. Yeah.
We filmed it in Phoenix, and Danielle and Derek were wearing these big old thick jackets, and it was really warm.
Yeah, so this is the one where Scott filmed it without Ben and I.
Yeah.
With the actors we have in Phoenix, which they
really
do
fun.
Great. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna watch it in sections, and we'll come back and give you some commentary on it. And
yeah, should we set this one up, or should we just run the first
set it up?
Yeah, this is kind of part of our RFO. We connect this video with some of our other trainings that we have in our day job. It's about the best-in-class vehicles. It's about some of the new introduced rules about leveraging these government-wide use vehicles. And it really started with this executive order from Donald Trump, which we can talk about.
Yep.
Leveraging GSA and just really not reinventing the wheel, but going with these contracts with pre-negotiated terms.
All right.
And we decided to use a Christmas Hallmark movie.
Cookie cutter Christmas Hallmark movie.
Exactly.
So I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you in a little bit.
Have fun.
And that light snow should taper off by early evening, leaving us with crisp air, clear roads, and just enough sparkle on Main Street to make the whole town look like a Christmas card. And don't forget, folks, bundle up, grab some cocoa, and bring the family out to the Wintervale Christmas Fair tonight. Coming up next, more Christmas classics.
Christmas, oh Christmas.
You're there already? Tell me everything. I'm so glad you're getting away.
I'm not getting away. This is for work, Aaron.
Right, work.
But is the little town cute?
I guess.
Everyone just hand makes everything here. Nothing is the same. This town is screaming for standardization.
Would you please try and have some fun? It's Christmas.
Aaron?
I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to vertically integrate Christmas by introducing my standardized cookie cutting molds. By the time I'm done with this town, no two cookies will be different again.
Besides,
You know I've hated Christmas ever since that mall Santa exploded while my parents were posing for a picture.
Danielle, it's been 2 weeks since that happened. You gotta get over it, girl.
maybe you're right.
Bye, Aaron.
So sorry about that. Just. All right, I got it, buddy. Are you okay? I don't believe we've met.
Hi. I'm a workaholic city girl who hates Christmas and is stuck in this small town.
Well, I'm a small town hunk with an aggressive affinity for Christmas. And I'm gonna emotionally fix you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, but my cookie molds, they're all scratched.
These cookies look kind of basic. Are they Chips Ahoy or something?
No, these are made with the utmost efficiency. They have pre-negotiated molds and ready-made ingredients. You can make cookies without even thinking. See? Want a sugar cookie? Use this. Boom. Want a gingerbread cookie? Use this. Make it quick, eat your cookie. Merry Christmas, move on.
You're from out of town, aren't you?
Yeah, you could say that again. But why is everything so homemade around here?
Well, around here we really don't believe in the whole one-size-fits-all kind of thing. You know, this chocolate cookie ain't so bad.
That's not one of my cookies.
You know, if you love making cookies so much, you should join the Pine Springs annual cooking making contest.
You know, that might be a good way to scout the local bakery for a takeover.
What's that now? Yeah, I actually have the flyer right here. Be there or be square.
All right.
All right. So,
Got some intrigue. She gets a flyer.
all right. So not much to talk about contracting wise on this, but
And Christmas. We can talk about Christmas.
I think we're seeing where this is going though. They're meant for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, there's. I mean, we were kind of we were coming up with ideas on what to do for best in class. We went off the theme of sometimes that these pre-negotiated contracts are called cookie cutter contracts.
Yep.
Because they fit into a mold. And usually with these, what are the Christmas movies? That's the workaholic person,
It's always the girl. It's always
always
the
the girl.
woman. She's from a big city.
workaholic woman from a big city,
Yeah.
stuck in her, sometimes her hometown, sometimes a town. And then there's the charming, small town guy.
This small town guy. I think Sweet Home Alabama was the first movie I saw that
Was it like that?
followed that.
He's going to emotionally fix her or something.
Yeah, I love those lines.
So
Also, what's up with the chocolate cookie?
did that maybe not land in the,
I don't know if it landed. Did you guys get it? We won't explain it, but if you understood the brown cookie,
it's a really
it's an
bad
Easter
joke.
egg. Chocolate Easter egg.
Yeah. So some of the, we had to be careful and, kind of not only what the video we're doing, but the way we teach this, not to be critical of one option over the other. But bottom line is that Trump released 3 big executive orders that really set the foundation for the RFO. The biggest one's common sense and procurement, where he basically says, overhaul the FAR. There's another one where he kind of reinstitutes FASA or just reconfirms the need to go commercial. And then the third one is about not wasting taxpayer dollars, or I forgot what it's called specifically, but it basically said, hey, we created GSA in 1947 for a reason. And what they were supposed to be the ones creating these vehicles for repeated needs at these kind of good pre-negotiated prices and terms, kind of a mold.
Yeah.
That all you have to do is just for the sake of the customer and the taxpayer, just use the vehicles. And then, so the whole point of the EO is why are you not?
Yeah.
He called it, we use a lot of terms that I think Danielle, is she Danielle in the story?
I think her name is Danielle too. Yeah.
So that Danielle makes about waste and inefficiencies and self-inflicted, I forgot what, wasteful practices by basically reinventing the wheel. So instead of going with the mold that's already been graciously provided for you, anybody in the government can use these government-wide vehicles. So instead of using a cookie mold, President's saying basically, you're wasting a lot of resources and gumdrops and all these to make this really expensive cookie. Did they do the smoke thing? I haven't seen this. We haven't seen it yet.
I've recorded it. I haven't seen it yet, but
Did the smoke plate where you lifted
We
it
did
up?
the smoke. I think it's going to work.
Okay. So anyway, very elaborate. Oh, so I'm sorry. That hasn't happened yet.
No, it hasn't happened.
So anyway, that comes later. But I mean, that's the whole point is that President Trump is making, and it's a sound argument. I think where the challenge lies is when you use that for everything. And so what the RFO team didn't want, they wanted to honor the executive order, but not do it in a way that takes it away from all the other orders that the president did, which is order in a way that's best for common sense. Sometimes common sense is not using a mold.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we tried to balance. And the RFO team balanced that too, which I guess we can get into later, but really just saying you should consider. That's the first, it never said that before. It always said in part 8, which is when it mentioned things like federal supply schedules. It kind of said encourage. I think it said encourage to consider these vehicles. And then,
But even consider means just consider.
yeah,
It's
Should
like,
is
you must consider like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll consider it, but I still don't have to do it, right?
I think it's a nice balance. So should is imperative,
Yeah.
but then you add the modifier, or the verb consider. It's like you should think about this.
Yes.
It kind of adds a little bit of.
Yes.
That's why I like the other thing that I love when there's an imperative. Is like the contracting officer shall, comma, to the maximum extent practicable. So it takes a little bit of the bite from the imperative because it's saying you have to do this, but if it makes sense, then you don't worry about it.
Don't force it. But.
Don't make it weird if it doesn't make sense. But so she's coming in though with a mandate to completely, like she's got her pre-negotiated molds. And this is how she wants to do business, and she's showing up at this town like.
How about this? Who does Danielle represent?
Yeah, so Danielle,
procurement?
She kind of represents sort of the I wouldn't say GSA, but it's sort of this idea of government-wide vehicles all the way. You should not be doing anything outside of the mold. And
Can you give me some examples of these government-wide vehicles?
Yeah, like the biggest one is federal supply schedules.
Okay, federal supply
The
schedules.
largest set of contracts in the government are these schedules. And they've changed them a little bit. They used to be schedule numbers like 70. I think there's no categories.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just a ton of them. There's like tens of thousands of companies involved.
So an example of a schedule is something on the schedule would be paperclips.
And all the way to like IT services. There's services involved. Everything.
Anything that is cookie cutter. Like you need somebody to do this specific thing.
Yeah.
You should consider it. Is that what you need? Then buy it.
There's a mold for everything. I think is that with the scene? I think that it already played where she's like, you need sugar cookies? I got a mold for this. You need these cookies? That's kind of we're trying to do. You need IT services? Use Schedule 70, which I don't think is Schedule 70 anymore. But you need to use professional services? Use Oasis, which is a multiple award contract.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of and that's what some of the worry about. It does say you should consider in Part 8, but in another part, Part 12, it says if your commercial item can be met by a government-wide vehicle that's mentioned in Part 8, like federal supply schedules or even multiple award contracts, like Oasis as an example, or Soup, the Ducks, use that instead. So there's a little bit more of a mandate in 12. Mm-hmm. And the thing that concerns a lot of people about that is there's always going to be, I think, a schedule for something. Like there's always going to be someone who says, oh, we have a large schedule for that. And then what happens when it's not maybe the best fit for the situation? That comes up later in the video. But that's what she's out to do. And we find out, I think, in this early scene, he's the guy he's kind of the small town guy who uses the spirit of Christmas to guide his cookies.
Let's see how Derek
how he
embodies the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's let it play.
Enjoy.
Oh, hey, you came.
Well, yeah, I figured since I was already in town.
Welcome, everyone, to the 10th annual Pine Springs Christmas Cookie Contest. Look at all the contestants this year. This year, however, will be a little different. I've decided it's time for me to retire. And the winner of this year's contest will inherit my famous bakery.
But Grandma, I was hoping I would be the one to run the bakery after you. Since I am your grandson.
It's only proper to let the spirit of the competition guide our hearts.
I've been working here 15 years.
Should I leave?
No. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm not soul sourcing this to anyone, not even family. Now, for the first competition, you all must bake Christmas sugar cookies that can be served at a Christmas birthday party. Please present your cookies.
Handcrafted, one-off, specialized, and unique every time. You'll never have this experience twice, Grandma.
This is fantastic, Derek, as usual. I feel Christmas in every bite. But you just made one? Can you produce this at scale? Okay, for Danielle's. Oh, wow. All round. Very round and very similar. Less of a Christmas taste.
I threw in a tree.
Well, technically, you met the requirements. I asked for Christmas cookies that could be used for a Christmas party. So, the winner of round one goes to the workaholic city girl.
Well, I guess you're right. My love of Christmas is no match for your cookie molds.
All right, poor Derek.
Poor Derek.
His grandma's.
He spent all that time on that super fancy cookie, and she used her molds.
So this was one of my favorite videos to shoot because we got to buy. We had like 24 cookies.
Yeah.
We were eating cookies the whole day, and that cookie was delicious.
Was it?
It was really
the one that Derek made.
Yeah, we were all popping gumdrops the whole time because they were so. We had a big bag of gumdrops. It was a fun video to make.
In a way, which what we're trying to maybe convey is that when some of the danger of using pre-negotiated terms, which we're not saying, we're trying to say at all that it's bad to go Danielle's way.
Well, Danielle won the competition.
She won the
in this
competition.
one, yeah.
Because what were the terms? The terms were that she wanted cookies that you can feed up
a party.
The party.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to do something fast. You want to knock it out. You want to, but it does like kind of also show this fear, which may come later, where Danielle's now focused on, in a way, or she can get to where she focuses on everything but the whole point of the cookie or the cookie itself. She's focused on Christmas, the spirit of, she's focused on those molds.
Yeah.
And so if you get people to make cookies, he's like, just use my molds. They're going to stop thinking about Christmas too, and the spirit of Christmas and the art of making cookies. And they're going to just be punching orders out on those molds too, which kind of, in a way, this is the fear that it could dumb down the workforce in a way if you're just using the easy button.
Also, how do you account for competition with something like this? Like
competition,
it feels like you could get these entrenched companies that they have no reason to innovate. There's no reason to like we just have this thing, and obviously there's some things in the world that don't need innovation. But
yeah, I mean that's been the most times. Most of the reasons why I've decided in the past as a CEO not to use a federal supply schedule or a MAC, a multiple award. I've used those all the time. They were great.
Yeah.
The times that I didn't, and I decided this is not best, is when the pool wasn't one, and I wanted new entrants in the market. Okay. And yeah, so the competition's incredibly streamlined. It's so nice. And now I think even the GSA, what used to be 8.4 in Part 8, which was the ordering procedures for a supply schedule, now that's moved to GSA. I think that's even a little bit more. They added to it since when I looked at it at first, it was like, this is awesome. There's hardly anything here. Yeah. They added some stuff, but even that is streamlined. So that's great. But it's only streamlined for like you mentioned, the companies that are part of the club.
Yeah.
And so with a federal supply schedule, there's a ton of companies in the club. So that's pretty healthy competition, but not if you're trying to create new market entrants, get into emerging technologies, spur the market. You're still going to be getting some of the same old, especially when the government-wide use vehicles are smaller than a federal supply schedule. And this is where I got into some trouble working with a contract office for my requirements for AI that insisted on using their agency-wide use IDIQ.
Okay.
And it had none of the companies. It had some of the regulars that maybe everyone recognizes, but none of the companies that I had, in my office had been talking to.
Okay.
They were out. They weren't part of that club. And it ended up not being a great. And then I fought the OGC. I fought the lawyers about that. I fought the contracting officer on that. I said, I don't want to use this vehicle. And they said, well, we have to. I said, you don't have to. It doesn't make sense to use it. So it's not the mold I want. And we wrote justifications for not using it. And their lawyers, they used it. And it ended up being it was protested, which rightly so. We won the protest because technically they didn't have a ground, but it's just a bad contract. And that's what really soiled me on this idea of insisting upon the standard best in class kind of stuff when it doesn't make sense. So there's a term that we don't talk about, of course, in the video, but it's called strategic sourcing and what's called category management.
Yeah.
I think that's a misused term in the government. And some people, the Air Force is a good example of an organization that does category management very well. Category management is don't reinvent the wheel, but stand on the shoulders of giants of people who have worked out pre-negotiated terms, yes, but have built up a body of knowledge around this commodity. Whether you're talking about a category of cloud computing or a category of, don't try to go off in a desert and try to figure out cloud computing on your own. First, enter this body of knowledge. Yeah. And then it's like, well, how are we going to manage all these categories to help the prudent contracting officer learn about this, enter this world? That's category management that the Air Force does. That's great. Others in the government look at category management and they merely define it as, if you're ordering this service, use this vehicle. There's no thought on getting to understand the requirement or learning from others who have done it. And there's no body of knowledge that's collecting. It's just like really simple, brainless. If this, then use that. Yeah. Something that, I don't know, foreshadow, AI could replace. If you're, if you're not putting
that's your job.
Yeah, if you're not putting your brain into it, that's what category management is for you, then guess what? AI does category. They can do if
that's
X,
like what it was built for.
Yeah. If X, then Y is probably a simple algorithm for them. So it's like, so that's like kind of like to use our Christmas example, category management for Danielle could be, if you're making a sugar cookie, just use this mold. However, if you're making a sugar cookie, maybe for the other way of category management that's really good, it's, well, let me figure out who else has done sugar cookies before. And maybe the mold is good.
Let me watch a YouTube video on how to make the best sugar cookie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Let me watch a YouTube video, look at who's done that, get the essence of what a sugar cookie really is. Has the government had a good, are there good terms out there for what's the market of sugar cookies? And that's all readily available if an agency has a good category management repository. And then you get a little bit of the mix between Danielle and Derek, because you get to like feel the essence of the cookie. Like what did that one scene where Derek looks up at a bird and then he moves the gumdrop a little bit?
Yeah, or a candy cane.
Or the candy cane. Yeah. So that's like,
I'm excited for you to see the cookie.
I can't wait to see it.
Ridiculous.
So that's kind of where maybe the true form of category management is maybe what we want Derek and Danielle to do later. But what's happening right now is Danielle's in her definition of category management, which is if X, then Y. Just use this without thinking. And we still want our contracting officers to think. Maybe Derek's thinking a little too much, though, and he's not using really easy buttons when he should. He probably should have used molds on that. Anyway. Yeah. So that's kind of the conflict right now between the best in class vehicles, which have their place, but are also not great. And then we also have this story, where Danielle's out to just take over. She's coming to the town to really. Yeah. And that's no. We can talk about that later, I guess, but yeah. So that's the background of that.
Move on to the next section.
So yeah, Derek lost. He's pretty bummed.
Yeah, but there's a round 2. Yeah,
there's a round 2. So the story continues.
It's one of those competitions with 2 rounds.
2, yeah.
So there could be a tie.
Could be a tie. Could
we'll
be.
See.
Yeah. Ooh. Enjoy.
Hey, sorry about today. If I would have known about the bakery, your grandmother.
No, it's fine. Besides, I invited you. And I don't think my grandma really ever loved me anyway. So it's fine.
Don't say that. I'm sure she likes you just a little bit. And you're going to do great tomorrow, and the bakery will be yours.
Really? You think so?
I know so. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Danielle, you forgot your book. My evil plan to take over this town. Corporate takeover strategy. I can't wait to win this stupid competition so I can create my own cookie cutter franchise and make sure my cookies are the only cookies.
Hey, I think I forgot my evil plan.
Danielle, how could you? I mean, after everything we shared together?
This chocolate cookie ain't so bad.
That's not one of my cookies. And you're going to do great tomorrow, and the bakery will be yours, Derek. It's not what it looks like.
Really? Because it looks like to me you plan to win the bakery and then shut down all the other small town bakeries.
Okay. Yes, it is what it looks like. But that was before I knew you. I just didn't know.
Didn't know what, Danielle? I don't even know you anymore.
But,
You should leave.
Derek,
Go.
What seems to be the problem?
oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. It's nothing.
Oh, come on now, it's something. You might be surprised to know how helpful I can be.
Okay, well, it's about the bakery.
Yes, I know all about that.
How? That literally happened minutes ago.
Yes, and you also might be surprised at how much I know.
I just don't know how anyone functions in this town. There is so much avoidable waste. If you knew Derek like I do, you would understand. He spends so much time on one cookie. How do you get anything else done?
Have you ever considered that you might learn a thing or two from this town? And Derek, well, have you ever thought that maybe he was just trying to make the very best cookie for you, made in the moment with new ingredients?
I guess I didn't think of that.
Sometimes, yes, when you're so worried about being cookie cutter, the cookies just sort of fit. Some moments need magic, especially if they're customized, special moments. I think you know what you need to do. Ho, 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 ho.
Well, thanks, mister. He's gone. I have no idea what to do.
You sure are talking a lot about this Derek boy.
I haven't even mentioned him once.
You need to snap out of it. You're so focused on franchising your business that you're completely missing the real opportunity in front of you. Work with Derek. You two are perfect for each other. Go win this competition together.
Maybe you're right.
And please, move on from this explosion with your parents. You can't keep living in the past 2 weeks. Don't let that ruin Christmas.
Derek. Oh no, there must be time. There has to be. Derek, I was wrong. All wrong. I was so focused on the fact that I wanted a cookie process that was scalable and repeatable. I didn't even stop to think that sometimes you actually need to make sure the cookie is fitting the need.
My needs?
Sure.
Okay, lady and gentlemen, for round 2, I need a special requirement this time. One cookie that best represents the spirit of Christmas.
Let's do
this.
And that's time!
We did it. We really did it.
I know, Derek, we really did. I'm really glad we bumped into each other.
Yeah, me too.
And hey, I'm sorry your grandma still gave me the bakery.
Well, we're together now and you're staying, so everything worked out just fine.
Staying? I think you got the wrong impression. I'm not staying. I have a really good job back home.
Well, I thought that, I thought we had a good connection and you realized what's really important and...
Yeah, I have a whole 5-year plan. I'm not moving to this town. Bye, Derek, and Merry Christmas.
Interesting little ending. They
So
do.
that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. They do work together.
Yeah.
So Danielle does learn a lesson, but she ends up with the factory. And Derek thought this was going to be a connection. And
Did Ben write this one again?
we kind of worked on it a little bit together. I want to.
Ben likes the dark endings.
That was me.
Oh, that was you?
I wanted the one where this time he's like, well, at least you're with me. And she's like, are you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
I got a 5-year plan. I got a job. Like, I'm not going to stay in this town.
Oh man, that's the end of it. There's not like the second scene where she.
No, it's an unhappy ending. Well, maybe not for her. She's got a nice job. I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
But
And
she's
he
also
he can just hang out and make handmade cookies. He seems to love it.
he can maybe get a job at her factory.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing much to say about the ending. It's just kind of like do the smart thing and figure out what works best. Sometimes you do a little bit of both. The way you do a little bit of both is find ways of doing category management in a way where you are still figuring out what's been done in the past, but then also add your flavor into it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like GSA contracts, for example, like federal supply schedules, you can add a bunch of things to it to tailor it to your needs.
Oh, really?
So it's not, things aren't as cookie cutter as, as they seem to be when it talks about defining the requirement the best way.
Okay.
It just gets a little problematic when you're trying to. Some terms aren't great, and then some, or at least not what you want for new. I'm really just thinking about new technology, I guess. That's what Tom said, right? Sometimes there's new ingredients.
Yeah, with new ingredients
that you want to work with.
Totally.
Yeah.
So tell me about. I think we've talked about this in the past, but best in class.
Yeah.
Why is it called best in class?
It's the best option for you in the class. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
In the class of commodity that you're trying to get.
It's the best that the government has found.
The best, yeah. It's great minds have come together to negotiate these terms that you don't have to with some of the best companies, allegedly. They talk about in the FAR that there is required use commodities. Like you have to buy, you have to use these things if it's a required use contract. OMB or GSA or whomever, OFPP has not come out with what those required uses are yet. So hopefully they'll be I'm sure they'll be common sense, pretty like, whoa. Common sense, pretty limited.
Camera lights bringing the bugs in.
Like common sense, pretty limited. But it's like what a best in class vehicle is don't fish in the ocean. Fish in our pond. If it's federal supply schedule, fish in our huge lake, but it's still not the ocean. It's still not you're still not getting the plethora of species you can get. But if all you're looking for is a catfish, don't go to the ocean for a catfish. Go to a catfish farm, get your catfish or whatever,
So best in class is like going to the grocery store for steaks.
Okay.
Whereas the other option is going hunting for an elk.
There you go.
And getting your own meat.
That's a good way. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
like every once in a while you want to go hunting. And
every now and then you
live hard and bring home your own meat. But mostly you just want to go to the grocery store and buy a couple steaks.
Yeah, a lot of times. And which is why part 12, we've talked about this in past videos, like, are we really going to use part 12? I think a lot of times we will, because a lot of times you're going to want to get your commercial items in the ocean, because it's just, especially with CSOs, that you can, or something like a CSO that you're still using Part 12. You're looking for emerging tech that's still commercial, like new commercial tech. But other than that, anything short of that, most of these vehicles, federal supply schedules, and if it's commercial, they're gonna have it. It's like federal supply schedules, like the Walmart. No, not Walmart. I'm sorry, Amazon. Walmart used to be the example of maybe a federal. Like Walmart had everything.
Sears, the catalog.
Sears used to be an example.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Amazon now, though. What can you not get? You can get on Amazon these days.
You can get everything.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why we're not just using Amazon in the government. Anyway. Yeah.
Amazon schedule.
Amazon schedule, yeah. Bezos in class.
All right, so what's our big takeaway from this? We've probably already said it 3 times, but might as well sum it up with
the big takeaway of the Christmas video, the big takeaway of this commentary, the why we tried to do this really silly video for you guys, for the workforce, is don't be afraid of the cookie molds, the cookie cutters, but also don't lean on them too much. Just as a contracting officer, even if you should consider certain things a little bit more, you still have a tool belt of options. Pick the right one. Do category management the way it's supposed to be done, where you really get to know about that commodity that you're buying, and then leverage what makes sense. Sometimes it's going to be a cookie mold. Sometimes it's going to be doing things a little bit more magical, the Christmas way. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
And if you're watching this in December, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We turned the AC on really high and put sweaters on, so
yeah,
we could feel like it's Christmas.
Christmas sweater.